What is going on, everybody? It's time. Game of Thrones Season 8 official trailer released by Game of Thrones themselves, their YouTube page. It's the #1 on trending. It's got 14 million views. It's only been up for 10 hours. I saw this come out around 3 p.m. You guys know I have my own gym. I open in the morning, close in the afternoons. I took a little afternoon nap. I woke up and went to my YouTube page, saw everybody that I'm subscribed to had a reaction up for it. I was like, oh, whoa, is this real? I go over to Twitter. It's the #1 trending. People that I follow that have never said anything about Game of Thrones. We're talking about the trailer. And about 6 hours ago, because it's 9 p.m. now, I was this close to just watching it. But I really, really wanted to get a reaction up, discuss it, kind of go after it. So I've been holding out for like 6 hours. Hopefully you guys will see this about 10 p.m. Eastern on the day the trailer came out, and I'm just really I'm really hyped to see kind of how it goes. I don't want to go in and talk about what I'm expecting for the season. I'm kind of at the end. I'm kind of just trying to think, which direction do we go? There's kind of 3 ways. You can go like hard right, kind of middle ground, and you go hard left. If we go hard right, the Night King wins. You know, everybody dies. He takes over. Last episode, screen fades to black, and like that's it. We could get a middle ground where the Night King takes over. We lose a good chunk of characters, like 50%, like main characters. But at the end, like, we defeat him. Maybe we kind of destroy him, kind of how we had in last season when they kind of knocked out one of the walkers and the surrounding whites died. Maybe if you kill him, the whole army will kind of deteriorate. We have that kind of ending. Or we take the hard left ending where nobody really dies, nobody main character-wise. Maybe we lose some like B level characters. So I feel like it could be anywhere in there. A good thing, what I really like is, in a lot of shows or movies, the books that are book adaptations, the books are already written. So you kind of have an idea, even if they don't go page for page, line for line, the ending is still going to be the same. Harry Potter, you look into like a Hunger Games, any kind of like movie to book to show that the general theme is going to be the same. We have no idea what's going to happen. So I'm really interested to see like that. I will say the last 2 seasons, I felt like we got kind of like plot armory, and that kind of took away from what Game of Thrones is and was. Those first like 4 or 5 seasons, like nobody was safe. And again, that was straight kind of book adaptations. But the last couple seasons, I mean, I love Game of Thrones. It's the greatest thing I've ever watched. But you got to be honest about things. There were some times when Arya's getting stabbed in the gut and rolls around and everything and is good to go. The Vale riding in just in the nick of time before Tormund and Jon and the rest of kind of the wildlings are going to get beaten by the Boltons. You've got Dany riding in on her dragons at the very last second before everybody north of the wall, when they're going to capture that white for Cersei, gets saved. So I hope we kind of go less plot armory, and like if they're going to die, they're going to die, you know? Just put it out there. We've been talking for 4 minutes. Oh, let's go ahead and do this. It's 2 minutes long. So you figure the end credit, it's going to be at least 1.5 minutes. Let's go ahead and do this. If you're syncing up with us, we are pressing play on the trailer right now. Oh, shit. Is she missing an... I thought she was missing an eye.
I look forward to seeing this one.
April 14th. Just over a month away.
Everything you did brought you where you are now.
Is that Jaime leading the ships?
Where you belong.
God almighty, her black on black stuff gets cleaner and cleaner. Dragon over Winterfell. Dragons over Winterfell.
They're coming. Our enemy doesn't tire. Doesn't stop.
Gendry.
Doesn't feel.
Jorah. Grey Worm. Missandei. Jamie's got his like little long hair going.
I promise to fight for the living. I intend to keep that promise.
Is that it? No, we still got like 30 seconds. Oh my god. And they're gonna go with a nighttime battle. It's just gonna make it that much more wild. We're definitely gonna go ahead and run that back. Before we run it back, the first thing that pops out, Aya in the beginning, was she running and sweating because of a Night King White Walker battle, or is she trying to cross off another name on her list and maybe got compromised, got caught, things didn't go according to plan? I want to know what's taking place with her right there. Like, is she kind of one of the last ones left? Maybe she was surrounded by fodder soldiers and they all kind of died from White Walkers, and she's the only one kind of left in her camp and is running and trying to survive. Is she going after Cersei and is being hunted down by the mountain or something? Like, I have no idea what that relates to. That looked great. Let me scroll through something real quick here. Seeing Varys kind of huddled underneath there at the 16-second mark, it looks like he's kind of... That's the crypts of Winterfell for sure, because you see the wolf back there in the background. Is he down there with kind of like the women and children, the people that can't fight? That'd be kind of wild. I mean, I know but he could maybe be some kind of maybe mental help kind of out there. I don't know, ideas. I'm just spitting out stuff. The shot, that looks like Jaime leading Lannisters on Greyjoy ships. I can't see his right hand. I can't tell if that's him or not. Who did we not see in the trailer? We didn't see any Euron in the trailer, and we didn't get kind of any White Walker stuff. It was interesting to see that we didn't get any dialogue from Cersei. So I don't know if she's just kind of getting fed information like, hey, they're dying up there, and she's just kind of smiling about it. Like, dying up there meaning they're dying in the north. We see Gendry doing all his things. Cersei just sitting there smiling. Bran got a little bit of narration there. We see the dragons. And then that shot with the Night King stepping up is absolutely great. I don't want to go into too deep dive. You know, I say this with every trailer I watch. There's going to be channels out there that give you like a 20-second frame-by-frame diagnosis. That's not going to be me. But man, I'm actually going through... I'm rewatching all the seasons right now. This is kind of my 6th or 7th time watching all 70... Well, not 70 episodes, because you know every year you get an extra 10. But I've probably gone through and watched all the episodes 6 times. It's probably my 7th time. I just finished Hard Home yesterday. And man, we are just over a month away, and I could not be more excited. I can't believe it's actually going to end, but I can't wait for like the 2-hour-long episodes. And what I'm kind of wanting to see the most, I'm ready for like the Stark reunions. What I really want to see is Dany, Jon, and Bran, and you could put Sansa, Arya, bring in Jaime as well. I would love to see him sit down, and Varys too. Just any kind of major player, and just have an open dialogue conversation with all of them. He's like, this is what I know about you, this is what I know about the future, this is what I know about the past. And just see everybody sit there like, and maybe Dany tries to like say something like quick and like sarcastic to him, like, oh, that's not really what happened. And he goes even into further detail, and she gets like, man, it's gonna be amazing. I wonder if he wargs a dragon this season. Does the final battle actually not even matter between all the soldiers and the dragons, and it really comes down between the Night King and Bran? Are those the two major players? Who's the prophecies speak about? I don't know. This is going to turn into a 10-minute video. We'll kind of get this out of here. We're going to watch it one more time. Pressing play right now. Like, I don't know where she is right there. Is that Winterfell? Is that King's Landing?
He's got many faces.
That's Winterfell.
I look forward to seeing this one.
She's holding dragon glass talking about that. I'm guessing she's talking about the Night King or White Walkers in general.
Everything you did
That looks like
brought you
Jaime
where you
and
are now.
Lannister. Bran dialogue.
Where you belong.
Qyburn.
Home.
Unsullied in Winterfell. I don't know if they've trained for those kind of wintry conditions.
They're coming. Our enemy doesn't tire. Doesn't stop. Doesn't feel.
This right here, this like subtle... She's smirking / looks concerned / doesn't care.
I intend to keep that promise.
He's in Winterfell. He's in Winterfell like garb. I think the only players on the board we didn't see were... that's so good. Game of Thrones, April 14th, the final season. I think the only major players left on the board we did not see. We didn't see anything related to Dorne. I wonder if Dorne's still even in the story. We didn't see any Euron, the Iron Fleet, or maybe that was the Golden Company. Maybe that's who that was. That wasn't Euron. I mean, that wasn't Jaime. Maybe that's the Golden Company. I have no idea. But we didn't, to my knowledge, we didn't see any Euron or any Yar or anything Dorne related. Besides that, amazing. We'll have every episode reaction up. So if you're interested in seeing that, subscribe if you have not already. Let me know what you guys thought of the trailer. What are your season ending predictions? How do you think the story's going to end? You don't have to give me like who's going to die, who's going to stay alive. Just give me your season. How do you think it all ends? Does the Night King win? Is there like a middle ground? Do Dany or Jon survive? Either one. Do they both die? Do they both live? You guys let me know. Whew, we are just over a month away. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,